All right. Good morning, everybody. Back in Arizona, or good afternoon. Guess it depends on where exactly you are. This is Matt. I'm back. I came in late last night, so want to give a huge thanks to Paul Barton and Tom Pafford for managing the equipment and doing the games the last yesterday. Really appreciate that from them, as I had a commitment back home. So here I am, and we're ready to go. So we'll get the broadcast for the next 2 days for this game against the Junior Flyers, and then tomorrow's game against the Milwaukee Admirals. So hopefully we can come out with a win today after a much better showing yesterday, where we were able to kind of hang with the team, Fox Motorsports, to the end, and it ended up being a close game, just a 4-3 loss. So hopefully the boys got a little confidence, got a little rest, and here we are. So we're just about getting ready to get started here. Appreciate everybody joining here. And it looks like we'll have Joe and Carter on D to start. Chitka, Molina, Sawinski, and Sabraski in net for today. So boys look ready to go. And off we go. Puck comes back to the Flyers. Sawinski gets some pressure. And they try to get up the boards. Now Molina with pressure. Comes up the boards, Joe. And Flyers maintain possession here. And puck looks like that was off of Chitka, maybe Molina, into the netting. And we have our first whistle here. And new set of lines here. Gino Guzzo and McLeod. Puck comes all the way up. That's going to be an icing. And we'll come back down into the Coyotes zone here. I was saying Ty and Reese out on this shift on D. And McLeod on the faceoff. And comes up to the Flyers. Now stolen now by Gino. Comes out of the zone. Gets chipped back into the zone. Ty's going to get over there to control it. Tries to shift directions and does. And McLeod gets it into the zone. Gino tries to chip it over. Just bouncing puck past Ty. And in the corner, Flyers come away with it. Got some speed. And shot, and that's going to be covered by Sabraski. And that'll be the first shot of the game. Face-off comes out. Shot, bounces off the goalie. Nice shot there by Ringstrom. And Boomin. And it's going to get back over past Woody. Now Carter, and puck comes around, Boomin. Going to get around the net and knocks it back over to Carter. Carter up the ice, past Powers, and whips all the way back around. Sobraski controls. Boomin going to take it, whips it around, and can't get it out of the zone. Back below the net. Now Woody chips it up and out of the zone and back into the zone. Now Boomin again tries to get it up the boards. Powers is going to get it deep there, comes off the net. And whips it up. Carter steps up, gets it right off of Barton. So Wyatt, now Robbie heads after the puck. Good pressure right here. Robbie tips it up. Guzzo. Now Joe. Sorry, that's Molina. And puck comes out. Carter defending. Barton on the back check. Now Joe. And gets back deep again. Flyers come away with it behind the net. Almost connected there. And Molina's going to chip it out there. And Sobraski tries to save it, can't quite get there. And Joe gets a stick on it. Carter. Joe lost his stick. Chitka. And puck comes out of the zone. Now back deep. Austin with the puck in the corner. Looking for Joe. Flyers come away with it. Whip it across ice. And that's going to be covered there by Sobraski. Ty ties him up. Now Guzzo. Guzzo skates it in front of the net and turns it over. McLeod. Now Ty. Cross ice. Nice pass over to McLeod. Now Gino. And that'll be an offsides. And Woody with the face-off. Jacob over to Boomin. Boomin up the boards. Back to the Flyers. And that's going to go off of Levy's skates. Woody, now Boomin. Up to Wyatt. And puck's going to go. They wave off that icing there. Puck comes all the way down. Ringstrom with pressure. Now Woody. And it's going to come back to the Flyers. They're going to control. Logan with pressure. Jacob tries to catch it, knocks it back up the boards, past the Flyers. And Flyers control, Woody. And Woody loses an edge here. And shot and save by Sobraski. and shot and right off the face-off. Brady was ready for it, and a glove save. Now Austin behind, whips it up. Nice pass up to Chika. Chika's going to have a man on, stop short. Oh, loses his edge there, and that's going to be saved. He's unhappy with that. Tried to make that connection. Couldn't quite make it work. Okay, we got Joe and Austin on D. Powers, Wyatt, Robbie. Comes off Joe, stays in the zone for the time, and now it's going to get chipped out. And Robbie is going to control. Robbie over to Carter. Carter cross ice over to Powers. And Powers gets it deep. Wyatt with pressure. And that's going to get chipped out all the way past. And nice job by Joe to screen, but Austin loses his edge and shot off the side of the net. Up to Powers. Stays in the zone, now it comes out, and that'll be an icing. Puck comes up, Chika tries to get through, and that's going to get covered by the goalie. And a little bit more than a little there. Looks like Flyers captain involved here with Chika. Didn't like something. And looks like no penalty here. So it's still 5-on-5. And that's going to get whipped around. Ty. Hard shot. Back on net. Looks like the coach is complaining of some slashing. And ref's trying to calm him down, tell him that's not what happened. Or I'm not really sure what he's saying, but didn't see anything happen there, so. Reese defending. And Ty comes away with it, gets it back over to Sawinski, who takes a hit and comes back in. Ty again will retrieve and control, knocks it back over to Reese. Reese looking for an outlet and more pressure here. Flyers come away with it, controlled by the Flyers now, wide of the net. Reese over to Ty, up to Molina, and Molina with a big hit for Sawinski there, right at the center line, and back to Ty. Ty knocks it deep. And Gino gets it deep again. Now Gino again, gonna get it down. McLeod. Puck stays in the zone, and now it's gonna get knocked all the way out, and that'll be an icing. Flyers just dump it out to try to stop the pressure a little bit. And we'll get a couple new folks out here. Woody coming out. Boom and Levy stay on. Ringstrom and Logan. Boomin. Shot. Really wide. But nice job by Logan there. Knock it back in. Ringstrom battling in the corner. And Woody actually gets a little bit of a reverse hit on him. Don't see that very often. And gonna come right in, right at the center line. Boomin defending. Now Jacob, over to Boomin. Just up. Oh, Ringstrom takes a big hit. And Woody's out for blood at the moment, I think, after taking that hit on him. And we got a whistle here. Boy's got some energy. Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Guzzo on it. Now Austin. Puck comes all the way out. Molina with pressure. And Chica. Chica comes away with it. And he's going to skate this into the zone all by himself here. Back to Guzzo. Can't quite handle it. And puck comes out, all the way out. And they wave that off. And Sobraski's going to get that. Carter. Back to Molina. Molina over to Guzzo. Now Chica. Chica's going to stop short there. Now Guzzo's going to skate with it. And just going to knock it down. Oh, it takes a odd bounce off a stanchion there. And up to Carter at the point. Guzzo. Shot off the glove. Guzzo again. Now Chica tries to get it in. Nice pressure here. Molina up to Carter. Carter. Guzzo. Hard shot. Ooh, almost tipped. Flyer loses his stick. Chica rotating. Now Molina. Up to the point. Shot. And glove save. Good pressure by our Coyotes there. Really nice shift. And I missed that penalty. There was a penalty, and I apologize. So on the Flyers, I think most everybody picked up on it with the power play, but the bench is hard to tell. You've got somebody in the bench. Gino still with pressure here. Now up to Ty. McLeod. Back around to Woody. Now Joe. Joe back to Woody. In front. Flyers just got a stick on that. Otherwise, McLeod was right there. Now Ty shot. Bounces out, and Flyers are going to skate this out. And back to full strength for the Flyers, and that'll get covered there. And more pushing, more shoving after the whistle here. So no goals to show for it, but a nice nice possession-filled power play there. Now, Logan to Robbie. Now to Ringstrom, brings it into the zone. He's going to stop it short and turned over. Back to the Flyers. 2-on-1 here. Shot. Nice save there by Sabraski. Flyers still maintain possession. Reese with good pressure. Puck comes all the way out of the zone, and that's going to be an icing, but really nice pressure there by Reese. Chicka. Shot goes wide there. More pressure here from the Flyers on 5-on-5. Carter, Chicka, and Molina's going to chip it out. And Sawinski. And Molina's going to keep it in, knock it back down to Chicka below the net. In front, Joe couldn't quite get a clean catch of that puck, or that would have been a nice look in front there. Now Powers with pressure. And blocked by Chicka. Joe. And puck is still loose and just comes out. Nice play to get it out, but we got guys down in front and glove save there by Sabraski. Nice play there, and more stuff going on here. I think the refs are going to take some control here and send some guys to the box. Hopefully, just yep. It's really hard to tell from here. Yes, it looks like Joe and one of the Flyers players, number 28, I believe, is going to be in the box, but we will continue 5-on-5. Booman chips it up and does come out. Now Gino. Gino in the corner. Puck comes out of the zone. Booman over to Jacob. Jacob going to get that all the way down. And that's going to be a whistle. Jacob just got absolutely hammered into the bench there. And no penalty. They're going to say clean. But he literally went all the way into the penalty box. Popped right up. Trisha, he popped right up. And we got a whistle here. And more going on here. So, more going on. And it looks like Flyers go into the box. So good for us. 5-on-4, get some of that aggression. We take advantage and go on 5-on-4. Good job for Jacob not retaliating there. And yeah, coach is calming the boys down, keeping them going, keeping them pressing hard. This is good. So back on the power play here. cross ice. Guzzo down low to Molina. Molina over to Chika. Chika in front. Sawinski can't push it in, but and now it's going to come out. And they're going to call a interference slash on that one on us. So we'll be 4-on-4. And 4-on-4. Here we go. Sawinski comes out just past Carter. Carter to Chika, and Flyers come away with it. Flyers, shot, saved by Sabraski, and Carter's going to knock that out. And we'll have a face-off down in our zone here. McLeod defending. Now Reese and Guzzo. And a big tie-up. A lot of kids on the ground there. But McLeod's going to come away with it. He's got some speed coming into the zone. Pulls up. Cross ice over to Ty. Ty's going to have, had a good look at getting it to Reese. Couldn't quite connect. Now Guzzo up to Reese. Reese skating with it. And gets it into the zone barely. McLeod. Still got about 20 seconds left. And it is 5-on-4 at the moment. Yep, just for another minute or two. And Robbie powers it all the way through to the net, comes off, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Pressure from and that'll do it. That'll do it for the first period. Still 0-0. 8 shots to 4. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we are back here for the second period. Woody's going to go for the face-off. Got Ringstrom, Logan, Boomin, Levy on the ice. Puck goes all the way down. Levy battling, gets it over to Boomin. Boomin tries to get it up, can't. And hard shot, bounces off. Ringstrom, nice pass. Oh, excuse me, that's to Ringstrom. And whips all the way around. Boomin, back over. Logan, deep, and now Woody is able to get it over to Joe, get the shot off, and glove save by the goalie. Able to track that in, and again, oh, there we go. That's just, again, more just fighting after the. And let's see if they did with these guys. Nothing. Could have a little bit of a shot to the face there, but Wyatt, cross, Joe, shot, and knocked in by Robbie Anderson with a goal. Nice shot by Joe. Goalie couldn't get the glove save, and Robbie Anderson gets the rebound. He looks so excited there after being off with an injury. And Coyotes go up 1-0. And puck goes deep. Joe gets it deep. Wyatt. And Flyers come away with it. Now Robbie again. It's going to get it deep. And Powers headed after it. Wyatt. Now Powers knocks it up to the point. Carter with a shot wide of the net. Sawinski tried to get a stick on it. Couldn't. Sawinski now again. And he's going to get hit in the corner and goes down. Puck comes out past Joe. And that is not going to make it for icing. And Austin's going to take a hard hit behind. And now he's going to come up after the puck. And nice job there by Molina to get it into the zone. Ringstrom heads after it. Good pressure. Sorry, that's Sawinski. Good pressure by the Coyotes here. Molina. Now Chika. Ty over to Reese, who knocks it deep. Sawinski heads after it. Controlled by the Flyers. Turned over, but Flyers maintain possession. And shot, and tipped, just comes out. Nice shot there by Molina. Almost got knocked in. Reese, Ty defending. Shot comes off Ty's stick. Good sequence here in this second period for the Coyotes. And Flyers get the good save by Sabraski, and comes over in the corner, crosses right through the crease, and shot off the post, might wrap around, but Sabraski's going to save that, and Flyers come away with it again, and Ty battling in front, trying to knock every puck out he can. Shot, and that's going to go up into the netting there. Wow, hard sequence there for the Coyotes. But Sabraski made a couple really nice saves there. Now Ringstrom. And Woody tries to chip it up to Ringstrom, intercepted by the Flyers. And now Jacob. Booman tries to get it around. Ringstrom. Cross ice over to Jacob. Jacob tries to hit Reese, and that's going to be an ice. Excuse me, that's Logan. Tried to hit Logan there, couldn't quite connect, and that'll cause an ice here. Now Booman gets it up to Ringstrom. Ringstrom skates with it. And he's going to skate it all the way into the zone. He goes Woody now. Oh, nope, still Ringstrom. And nice job by Booman there to bring it around and get it back deep. And hit by Woody. Woody, shot, bounces off the goalie. And again, more pushing. Wyatt on the face-off here. And Joe just comes out. Powers brings it back, knocks it back in. And nice forecheck there. And cross ice. Austin knocks it back up. And that's going to be an interference call on Carter. Or Hook, excuse me. And we'll go on the penalty kill here. All right, we got Ty, Reese. Ty's going to knock that all the way out, right off of the face-off. Flyers captain brings it in, number 28. Nice block there off the skate for Ty. Back to the point for the Flyers, cross ice. And Sabraski with a save off the stick. A lot of traffic in front. Didn't have a great look there, but was able to make the save. Hit by Chika. Ty. In front. Now Chika comes back around, and he is going to be able to, gets it out of the zone just barely. Sawinski's going to drop it deep, give our boys a chance to change. Booman, Jacob, Sawinski, McLeod. McLeod gives a push, and puck stays in the zone. 26 seconds left. And that's going to be covered there by Sabraski. All right, we got 22 seconds left on this penalty kill. We're going to keep our line out there. Oh, and Zabrowski made a save, comes off, and really nice shot there by the Flyers there to get a goal. And just in the last seconds of that penalty kill, we give up a shot there. Booman. Ringstrom knocks it out to Robbie. Robbie's able to chip it in, and he battles for it. Now Ringstrom. And comes all the way out. Jacob retrieves. He's got pressure. He's going to put it up to Ringstrom. And Ringstrom sees some open ice here, skates it in, takes a shot, and a goal! His signature shot there for Ringstrom there. That's the shot he loves. He loves that shot, and it is powerful. It is a powerful shot. Man, what a ringer. As he's skating, just knocks it right into top shelf there. Goalie couldn't even see it. So, beautiful shot. And Coyotes regained that goal lead that they had. And it comes to the Flyers, Carter. And we got a whistle here. And I think this is going to go up against the Coyotes again. Oh, nope. Apologies. Looks like that's just going to be a offsides call. Thought they were calling a hook or something like that on Joe. So 5-on-5 still. Sorry for that. Carter. Gets it up past Sawinski. Molina headed for it. Got some open ice. Takes a shot. Glove. Oh, almost gets it out there for Chika. He almost had it at the post. Shot and bounces behind the net. Chika still battling. And Flyers come away with it. Joe. Molina. Now Chika gets it out. Joe. Carter behind the net. Now Molina. Up to Sawinski. Sawinski makes a nice move there and is able to get it deep. Comes off the goalie. And Flyers get possession. We get a full line change here. And Flyers come away with it. Reese in front. Nice save there by Zabrowski. And more fighting in front there. And we will go to the halftime ice clean. So we'll be back with you in about 12-ish minutes. See you then. All right, and we are headed off here for, boys still coming out of the locker room here. Everybody getting ready, refs trying to get everybody going. 2-1. And as we get started here, just a reminder, we are on the penalty kill to start. Now Molina, and nice chip there by Chica. Chica tries to outskate, can't, but Molina comes up with it, and they're going to call offsides on that. That was a tough call there. Didn't look offsides to me, but here we are. Sawinski heads after it in the Flyers zone, and Flyers will control, and now Joe Sawinski over. Great, that's going to stay in the zone. Just couldn't quite get it out, and comes off. One of the Flyers. And that's going to go wide. Nice stop there by Sabraski. Comes back out. 30 seconds left. Skates around, comes back into the corner. 24 seconds left on the penalty kill. McLeod, now Joe, and just gets saved, and puck comes out of the zone. And that will, oh, we still got 8 seconds left here. We do get a shift here. Joe and Carter. Ringstrom. And nice stick there by Logan. Logan gets it up to Gino. Now back to Logan. Got Ty behind. Ringstrom behind the net. Over to Logan. In front. And had a look there for Gino. Couldn't quite make it happen. Really nice look though. Ringstrom with a good battle there. Ty. Now Ringstrom. Now Logan. Logan up to point. Carter. And glove save. .5:25 remaining in this third period. Excuse me, second period. And puck's going to come out. Reese to Ty. Ty makes a nice pass there, and that's going to be offsides. A little bit of hesitation. And Ty's going to knock that deep. Chika heads after it. Back to the Flyers. And nice forecheck there by Chika. Going to turn it over. Molina battling for the puck behind the net. And Guzzo tries to go for it. Flyers come away with it. Puck goes deep. Ty in the corner. And just over the net there on Sabraski. Ty gets the chip and stays in the zone. Guzzo over to Molina. Tries to get it to Chika. And that's going to be a delayed offsides here. Flyers have to tag up. So Molina up to Chika. Chika loses an edge. And puck goes deep here. Booman. Up to Powers. Shot. Now Jacob. Jacob tries to get it up. Gets it off of Robbie. Robbie heads after it. And Joe tries to make it happen. And we got a battle there. Levy. With a nice physical play there. And Powers heads after it. And Sabraski. And that's going to trickle all the way down to Gino. And that'll be an icing. Joe. Puck comes out of the zone. Flyers knock it deep. Joe retrieves, knocks it back over to Carter. Carter back to the Flyers. And that'll be a delayed offsides. Carter skating it out, chips it up, back to the Flyers. Guzzo knocks it back out. Now Joe. Joe again. Flyers. And Sam gets a look. Wide of the net there. We do have a whistle here. It's like a high stick call. And that'll be on the Flyers. So we will go on the power play here for 2 minutes. And Sawinski behind the net, over to Molina. Molina up to Joe. Joe to Molina. Back around, Chika. It's got Molina on the goal line. Now Chika up, and Joe. And comes around. Hey, how's it going? shot and save. Comes back around. Joe, going to keep it in the zone. Gets it up. Joe again, now Sawinski's got it behind the net. Up to Woody. Woody, shot, and comes out. Joe, and that's going to come out of the zone. And now Chika. 56 seconds turned over. And Chika looks hurt there. And that's going to get saved. And they're going to whistle that. All right, and off we go here. Carter. Now Gino. And we'll get an offsides penalty there. Offsides. Okay, we got 17 seconds left in the period. 31 left on the power play. Now McLeod comes in. Gonna have a look here. Comes around, all the way around, gets up to Ty. Ty, down low to Gino. Nice block there. In front, shot and goal! Right at the whistle, and they are gonna count it. They are gonna count it right at the end of the period. Really, probably less than a second left there. Coyotes get a goal right there at the end. And that'll end the period. So we'll be back in just a second here for the third. Exciting goal. And off we go here. More battling down there by the net there. Okay. Ringstrom. Now Woody. And Flyers control. And that's going to be a penalty there on the Flyers. And we go back on the power play with that. All right, we got Guzzo, Carter, Chika, Sawinski on the faceoff, and Molina. Sawinski back behind the net. Chika over to Molina. Shot. Carter off the goalie. Over to Chika. Now back to Guzzo. Up to Carter again. Carter over to Guzzo. Excuse me, that was Molina. Now Guzzo and Flyers get a stick on that and send it back down the ice. So we'll regroup here. Carter with the puck. Knocks it back to Chika. Chika enters in the zone, takes a shot. Good looking shot with a little bit of a protection there. And then now Chika, and puck comes out. Minute left. And Carter will take it again. And he knocks it back to McLeod. And that's going to get rejected. Back out to Sabraski. And Joe's going to retrieve and regroup here. Joe's got some speed. Going to knock it back over to McLeod. Brings it up to Ty. Ty just knocks it deep. Gino coming after it. And puck stays in the zone. Joe's able to keep it in. Big hit on Joe. And puck comes out of the zone. Joe controls over to Ty. Can't quite control it. And back to Joe. 16 seconds left. McLeod. Now Woody. And that's going to get knocked all the way to Sabraski. And to Joe. Some forecheck pressure there. And now Ty. And Flyers almost had a look there. We're back to full strength here. Woody knocks it deep. David. There's my son right there, 15. Robbie. Woody. Booman defending. Now Powers steps right in, but Flyers come away with it. Booman defending. Now Woody gets it up, and he's got a look here for Robbie on the change. Shot. Goal! Robbie Anderson with his second goal of the game. Top shelf there. Goalie didn't see that one. And our Coyotes go up 4-1. And some good energy on the bench there. Got to feel good for Robbie there after being out for a while to come back and get 2 goals in this game. And Flyers possess it. And puck goes deep. Booman heads after it. Gets it up to Wyatt. Wyatt again. Knocks it deep, heads after it. Powers going after it now. And Wyatt makes a shot. Ringstrom, shot, goal! Beautiful pass by Wyatt up to Ringstrom. Ringstrom gets his second goal. And super quick, the Coyotes go up 5-1 here. Really nice pass there by Wyatt. Nice shot by Ringstrom. And looks like Flyers are going to get a new goalie. Back to Reese, over to Ty. Ty back to Reese. Reese up to Gino. And puck goes deep here. McLeod headed after it. And nice pass there, Ty. And makes a nice play there. Ty just avoids the hook there. Oh, nope, they are going to call a hook on it in front. And I think that's going to be a hook. I thought he laid off right at the last second. Ty doesn't like the call, but I think he'll be going to the penalty box here. It is a So Coyotes will go on the penalty kill here for 2 minutes with a hooking call on Ty. And looks like we'll get Joe and Austin out. Robbie, and puck comes out of the zone. And Logan causing some trouble back there. And he steals the puck away, but it comes back out to the Flyers. Joe Carter defending. Nice stick there by Joe. And Logan causing more trouble. Carter up to the point for the Flyers. Now Robbie. Logan, shot, saved by Sabraski. Back up to the point. And puck comes around in the corner. And Sabraski with the save, but can't cover it. And another block there by Carter. Carter chips it up out of the zone. And we're going to get a little bit of a change. Can't quite get everybody on the ice, but McLeod. Oh, McLeod had a look to skate it all the way through. $20 seconds left. Booman. And offsides there on the Flyers. Okay, 14 seconds left. And puck goes deep. Jacob, he's going to retrieve it, try to knock it out, turned over. And back to 5-on-5. Levy in the corner. Now Wyatt up to Robbie. Robbie, get the trailer off the post. Now Wyatt trying to get it to Powers. Nice step up there by Reese. And that'll be covered by the goalie here. 9:48 remaining. skirts past Ty. Reese heads after it. Now Melina. That's going to come out of the zone. Controlled by the Flyers. And nice pass by Ty there. Comes off Chika's stick and goes deep, and Flyers will now Chika, Melina. And that's going to jump off Joe there. And puck. Joe's going to take control. Going to come back to Flyers here. Melina. Ty reverses it over to Reese. Reese has it behind. Looking for an outlet here. Gets it over to Ty. Ty up to Chika. Chika tries to connect over to Logan, and that gets all the way to the net, and goalie's going to cover it, and more fighting in front. And looks like we're going to have a penalty now on Logan here. Didn't quite see what happened, but so the Flyers will go on a power play here. And Melina tries to get it out, stays in. Nice save there by Sabraski. Flyer had a good look there. Shot, saved by Sabraski, tipped in. They're going to call that off for a high stick. So that was definitely a high stick, and so they call that goal off. And they're going to bring the puck all the way back down to the other side for the high stick call. 7:20 remaining. We got 1:14 left on the penalty kill here. We got Reese, Ty, Robbie, and Ringstrom out on the ice at the moment. Flyers come out, regroup here. And Robbie with a little bit of a stick there. Going to continue to put pressure here. And they're going to enter the zone. Little stick there by Ringstrom. And Ty's going to knock it out. Robbie, Ringstrom come off. McLeod, Guzzo come on. Reese and Ty stay on. Flyers behind. And caroms through the crease there. Back around, tie. Off the pad. 5 seconds remaining. And makes a nice pass up to McLeod. Shot and right into the goalie with the save there. And that'll end the penalty kill. Puck goes all the way deep. Boomin heads after it. Knocks it over. Flyers keep it. And now it's going to come out. Gino's going to try to get it deep and does. Boomin over to Wyatt. Wyatt, cross ice. Nobody's there, just into the open ice. McLeod with pressure, Jacob. Now Boomin. Boomin again, gets it over to Wyatt. Wyatt up the ice, takes a hit, gets it out. Now McLeod in front, shot, and that's gonna get saved there. Gino, and just goes past Carter. So Austin will take it over, controls it, gets it past, gets it into the zone, off the ref. And comes out to Joe. Joe up to Austin. Joe takes a hard hit. And that's they're gonna call a penalty on that one. An elbow penalty here. And boys are probably looking to execute a strong power play here. 4:33 remaining. Carter. And that's going to get turned over to the Flyers. Flyers skate out with it, get it deep, gets on net, and that's going to be just covered by Sobraski there. Guzzo comes away with it. Makes a nice pass up to Molina. Drops it back to Sawinski, gets it blocked. Carter tries to step up and does. Gets it over to Guzzo, one-timer, shot, and goalie's on his butt. And all right, well, 3:43 remaining in the game. Minute 10 left on the power play. Ty. Sam up to Ty. Ooh, Gino with a little bit of trickery there. Tried to surprise the goalie there. Couldn't quite get it on net. Joe's going to control it. They'll quarterback it out. Knock it back to McLeod. Gonna try to get some speed headed into the zone. Knocks it over to Gino. Gino skates it all the way in, off the goalie. McLeod, back down to Gino. Gino, down to McLeod behind the net. Nice pass up to Ty. Ty can't catch it cleanly. And comes out of the zone. Ty controls. Ooh, nice stick there by the Flyers. And looks like Woody's going to head to the box here. And we'll have 4-on-4 for about 9-ish seconds, 9-10 seconds. Then we will go on the penalty kill for almost the remainder of the game. Boomin. Jacob gets it out. That's going to skate pass. And Flyers have some speed here. Jacob in the corner. Minute 8 remaining on the penalty kill. Ringstrom skates it out, gets it caught right by Robbie. Robbie for the hat trick. And goalie catches it. Ringstrom hits the deck. And they're going to get a goal there. We were down another man there, 5-3. Ringstrom. Woody, Wyatt, couldn't quite get a good shot off there. Wyatt shot goes wide, Woody. Wyatt. 30 seconds remaining. And they're going to wave that off. And definitely they're going to have a whistle there. Reese and number 24 just battling here. Just, arguing back and forth. They're going to send them both to the box here. Or just send them to the locker rooms with 12 seconds remaining here. And that'll just run, they're just going to run the clock here and end the game here. So game will end. Coyotes win 5-2. Good win after a couple tough losses yesterday. So we'll be going into our final game tomorrow, 8 a.m. Michigan time, so bright and early for folks back home. I think, yes, it's going to be at 6:15 a.m. Arizona time for our game tomorrow morning. So get your coffee ready. We will see you all tomorrow.